Hello again. Finally going to end this event. And hopefully, today I will see if Zhaohui indeed will get the... no, better phrasing would be if Zhaohui, if the story is going to convince me to finally try to pull for Zhaohui. Or at least finish trying to pull for her. I don't know. You're already halfway into the story. Whatever reason she has to be so hostile towards the commander, or at least not so accommodating, whatever the word is. You would have to be really good. Really good. To the point where it needs to be so good where it can compete with Springfield and Patty, you know? Anyhow. Crack my fingers. Crack my back. And let's get started. ZS13. Second female main character. It was all a misunderstanding, but the malice was extraordinarily real. Okay, I guess we're finally getting some backstory here then. Although there's a slight tension between Zhaohui and Diane and Jungyu, it doesn't affect the assignment, and the show preparations are proceeding apace. The stage is finally completed by our 4th day in the settlement. Oh, let's go. The troupe decides to conduct an internal test show that night. The music stops, replaced by enthusiastic applause from the audience. One by one, the cast members take their bows, and the director waves excitedly to the audience from the stage. And that's a wrap. Big thank you everyone for making this test show of Daybreak Zove a great success. Following the director's announcement, the cast members gather excitedly into a group hug. As the lead actress, Ida is naturally in the center of the group. This brings me back some memories when I used to do some theater in middle school. It always would make me nervous, you know, having to perform in front of a lot of parents. Ida, you are amazing. I didn't expect the change finale to be so moving. Thank you everyone. But I couldn't have done it without you, be it the script revisions or in the later performance and joint rehearsals. I'm so grateful to have your support. Ida bows deeply from where she's standing in the middle of the crowd. The director comes over and pats her on the shoulder. Come on, Ida, no need to be so modest. We all know how hard you have worked to make this tour a success. I'm sure Fairy's parents would understand your feelings if they were here. We sent the invitation out long ago, but I guess they won't be coming. Otherwise, they wouldn't. Ida sighed quietly. and drops the subject. Then, she instantly wipes her dejection away like it had never existed and smiles as she grabs Zhaohui's and Zhangyu's hands. Oh, she's an actress, alright? That's right, Director. I have learned lots of interesting things recently while talking to Moonson Squad. For instance, Zhangyu's kung fu moves look really cool on stage. I was thinking that maybe we could work them into our next production. Wow, really? Yup, I still remember that super cool flying kick you showed me. It would be perfect for a fighting scene. Also, just as Ida begins to act out a move with Zhangyu in town, a dark shadow falls from the sky. Look out. Zhaohui pulls Ida away just as a glass bottle filled with paint hits the spot where Ida was standing just a moment ago. The paint inside it splashes out as the glass shatters into fragments, blooming into lurid savage flower. Fuck. Before Ida can react, a second and third bottle sail into the campsite, interspersed into a hail of stones and leaving streaks of paint all over the stage. Hey, someone's causing trouble. Diane, protect the cast and the commander. Zhangyu, with me. Zhaohui's voice remains on the wind as she leaps out of the campsite, landing behind a nearby wall. With lightning speed, Zhaohui subdues a suspicious man hiding behind the wall without giving him any time to respond. On her end, Zhangyu has also grabbed someone outside the campsite. Both of them drag the man to the center of the campsite. Despite being pinned down, they are still struggling and cursing. Who the hell are you? Let me go! Yeah, you're just a crappy group of actors. What right do you have to grab me? Get it through your thick skulls. Stop going around doing shows and get lost now before you messed up more people's families. Aimless, you harbor criminals. The lead actress Ida, or whatever, is a murder. That makes the rest of you guys accomplices too. I'm sure whatever happens, not necessarily Ida. I think it does not seem the type of person that would kill someone. Unless she's a really good actress. Which I don't mean to undermine her, but the story so far makes me think she's not that incredible. She's good, but not incredibly talented. Shut up. Zhaohui knocks the ranting man out with a knife hand strike. After seeing how his friend was KO'd, the other man shrinks away in terror. However, when he sees how Ida is not trying to stop this, and in fact lowers her head in dejection, he starts cursing again. Oh boy. As the verbal abuse grows louder, Zhaohui scowls and takes out her knife before pressing it to the man's neck with a cold look in her eyes. Hey, let's talk about this. No need to get serious. Alright then, talk. Why are you attacking the troop? We were hired. Our client only gave us money and told us to make trouble and mess up the show. And what's all this about a murderer? I don't know either. The client just told us to say that. Yes, they got a grudge with your leading lady. He said she... Before he can finish, Zhaohui knocks him out as well. She glances at Jiangyu and Diane, indicating that they should drag the two unconscious men away. Then she looks at me, who is standing aside in the distance. I instantly get Zhaohui's meaning and enter the crowd before giving the director a meaningful look. Miss Ida looks like she needs some rest. Let's end the rehearsal here tonight. Everyone should turn in early. We will clean up the rest. After seeing the director nod, the rest of the cast and crew obligingly disperse. Soon, the only people left in the once bustling campsite are the director, Ida, and the dolls. Zhaohui helps Ida take a seat and then squeezes her hand. Okay, alright. Heart to heart moment. Let's go. Drop the lore already, Ida. Ida, can you tell us what happened before this? Ida's head is still lowered. She remains gloomy and silent. After seeing the state Ida is in, the director shakes her head and sighs. Maybe I should do it. If I'm not wrong, my guess is that the clients who hired these people to attack the theater were the parents of Ida's former friend, Paris. A former friend? Called Ferris? Yes. Ferris was a good friend of Ida's and an outstanding young actress. The truth is, she was supposed to be the female lead for Daybreak's Oath. Back then, Ida and Ferris joined the auditions for the part, and they made it through, both of them. Ferris was the female lead, and Ida was the second female lead. Ferris and I both loved to act. I still remember the day we met each other. Aida, who has been silent all this time, slowly lifts her head. She looks at the stage, but it seems more like she's gazing into the depths of her past. That day, I joined an impromptu drama competition. I was a rookie back then, and nobody paid any attention to me. But by the time the competition ended, a girl ran over all of a sudden and praised me for doing a good job. She even pointed out all the little details in my act. We ended up talking for a long time. She told me her name was Ferris and that she wanted to become a pro actor, just like me. Ida smiles as she recalls her past with Ferris. After that, we became good friends. At that time, all we had were bit parts, but no matter what roles or scripts we were given, we would always rehearse them together so we could critique and further refine our act. Over time, we slowly became able to play supporting roles. And then we both made it through the auctions for Daybreak's Oath and began practicing in the Yellow Zone together, looking for cultural inspiration together, going on tour together. Those days were really happy. But Ida stopped speaking, as though she thought of something, and her smile turns bitter. 2 years ago, when Ferry and I were out in the contamination zones together, we were attacked by Vertigers. The PMC assigned to protect us was taken out by the Vertigers. And Ferries too. I passed out back then and was mistaken for that. But a passy bounty hunter saved me. Everyone in the troop was heartbroken over Ferris. We had lost a great actress and a good friend. After that, everyone in the troop was grieving for her, and the lead actress role for Daybreaks of sat vacant for a long time. Later on, I remember that Ida and Ferris had acted opposite each other and had her try out for the position. She did well, so we decided to permanently assign it to her. But I didn't expect that my decision would lead to a misunderstanding by Ferris' parents. They thought that Ida had gotten Ferris killed in order to become the lead actress. Did you not try to contact Ferris' parents? Oh, we tried many times, but Ferris' parents thought the troop was in on it with Ida and kept refusing to talk to us. Ida also tried looking for those Vertigers, but they have never been easy to find, and the situation was very chaotic back then. With all that time gone by, we couldn't find any evidence at all. And that's how the misunderstanding lasted all the way until now. Yes. The truth is, Ida's been working hard to try to erase that misunderstanding. During the store, Ida convinced me to change the script and its ending as a memorial to Ferris. Frankly speaking, we weren't too happy about the change at first, but Ida went all over to gather inspiration and build up experience as a script writer before consulting me about it many times. And in the end, the altered script began to take shape. After we finished rewriting the script, we began preparing for our tour. Right after we finalized the show schedule, Ida sent an invitation to Ferris' parents. And you know how that went. Everyone present goes silent as they look at the glass shards and red paint scattered everywhere. Ida, is there anything we can do to help? Stay alert and protect the future shows. That's right. Since they have rejected Ida's goodwill, they will definitely won't give up easily. Ida smiles bitterly and bows to everyone again. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. Ensuring the show takes place successfully is part of the request. You don't have to blame yourself for this, Miss Ida. Zhaohui helps Ida up, and Jiangyu comes over to help support her by the shoulders. Yep, nothing's going to happen to the troop with us around. I will be counting on you all in the future then. It's getting late, and I also need to take care of the troop business. Oh, yes, about those two attackers. Leave them to us. Miss Zhaohui, could you go easy on them? After all, it was because of me that... Relax, we know our limit. Do we? Do we really? Several minutes later, the two hired attackers receive a stern talking to from Jiangyu and slink off, vanishing into the night. Oh, we do know our limits. Okay, alright. As I watch them fade away, I can't help but ponder the situation. So, they were hired then? No. If they were like the people who tried to ambush Ida earlier, they are probably related to the Vertigers too. Before the two men can flee into the darkness, I call out to Groza. Groza, follow them and see where they are headed. Okay. Alright. So that's what happened. So I unintentionally led her friends, caused the death for her friend. Okay, I think we could have guessed as much. The whole situation with the parents, though. I'm trying to think, isn't that a bit too excessive? Keep hiring people to try to sabotage the show. Oh, I mean, I never lost a daughter, so I don't really know how that feels, but... How long has it happened since her death? If it's something like that happened years ago, then that does feel a bit too excessive. ZA15 Camping Ground Survival Guide. The best way to ensure the safety of our campsite is to ensure the enemy can't approach you. And the best way to prevent the enemy from approaching me is killing them before they do so. Isn't that right, my over-leveled dolls? Out in the wild, a Petite Grow is racing through the herd of Aelid. He places shot after shot with deadly precision, driving away the Aelid that are swarming her. Oh, that girl, she's here! Is this the first time I see her in the GFL EN server? I think it is. I think this is the first time we see her finally. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's just so nice to see these old dolls here. The Aelid corpses ringing her are piled high like gruesome sandbags. Her gun is starting to heat up, but Fi shows no sign of stopping. Instead, she begins counting the bodies on the ground. 5, 7, 8, 9, 14. Still not enough. Again! Fi scowls, then leads up the slope of the Aelid pile. Jesus Christ. Another Aelid lunges at her, and as her gun is moving between targets. Fi swarms and throws her tomahawk, which cleaves deeply into the creature's throat. Yeah, I can't. I cringe even before saying the line. I can't. Another body hits the floor. The impact shatters the collapsed crystals in the corpse, and the fragments land at Faye's feet. Faye quickly bends down and picks up the chunks. wipes off the icky stuff on them and shoves them into her pockets. She's going to do that? Sell it? What do you get for trying to ambush me? Soon, the gathered elites have all been dealt with. Faye picks up the last collapsed crystal piece. Oh, that's right, she's speaking the... Okay. And pats her bulging pockets. That should be enough, right? I ought to be able to get a present with this. Or is it? According to the art of human interaction, presenting a gift after meeting an old friend following a long separation is a sign of your sincerity. So does this mean I should collect more crystals? You have enough time to kill more of these elites. Plus, the pieces will get worn down in processing. It will be bad if I don't have enough. Pai looks up and gazes into the distance. A wisp of smoke curls into the air. It seems there's another elite back up ahead. She mounts up on her motorbike and roars over to the source of the smoke. However, as she approaches the smoke, Faye gradually realizes something is wrong. Wait, those aren't elites? The source of the smoke lies just over 100 meters away, but it isn't created by the elites. Rather, it comes from weirdly modified Vertiger vehicles. They seem to have found something, and several converted junkers are pouring fire on a small hill. It's the Vertigers again. Did they spread all the way over here? Faye ups the output of her visual modules and tries to see who the Vertiger's target is. However, you can only make out several indistinct shapes amidst the roiling cloud dust. Could it be stranded travelers or residents for a nearby settlement? Who cares? Those Vertigers are all assholes anyway. I'll just shoot first and ask questions later. Oh, I think she would be great friends with Coffee. Faye revs her motorbike and rides into the heart of the dusty cloud. Hey, over here! And off she goes to commit murder. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, there is just a puny few over here. Vapley. Oh, Vapley. How about this? Oh, not enough, huh? Okay. What if I do this instead? Now we are talking. Now, Diane. Since you have such amazing movement, but just gonna put you there for now. Yeah, kill this guy, Yuri. Thank you. We'll go Dark Creek. Now, kill this guy. Stay there. Stay there. Thank you. We killed this guy too. Yay, death. And end of the stage. Just like that, just that simple. Get advantages of being overleveled. To Faye's surprise, the people surrounded on the hill are actually pretty good fighters and work well with Faye. Soon, the Vertiger's convoy of modified vehicles is driven off. Faye brings her motorbike to a halt and runs up the hill, waving to the people behind the smoke and dust. You guys alright? We are good. Thanks for your help just now. That surprise attack of yours was most impressive. You're welcome. You guys were pretty good too. Are you bounty hunters? I thought you were locals, right? As the people she's addressing emerge from the smoke, Faye's words catch in her throat. You guys... Let's go! Sorry. Sorry. Yo, Faye, surprised to see us? See? Commander, I told you it was Faye. There's no way I would mistake anyone who lugs an axe around with her all day long for anyone else. It's been a while, CZ75? I mean, Miss Faye. Yes, a long time no see, Faye. I smile and walk up to this doll I haven't seen in a long time. 10 years have passed and she's changed her outfit. But her brilliant red hair still burns like fire, and the spirited look in her eyes hasn't changed a bit. I was looking forward to meeting you again. From the moment Diane told me she had contacted you. I thought we would meet at the campsite, but I didn't expect to run into you here. Can we consider it fate that our reunion took the form of fighting side by side? I seems to want to say something, but she spaces out after hearing me speak. Her mouth hangs open, and her face turns red as she struggles to find the right words to say. Commander, nice to see you again. Okay. So that's how it's going to be, huh? I got a gift for when we meet again. I was planning to get a gift for you, but I haven't managed to get it yet. But I've got the funds ready. Saying so, Pai reaches into her pockets, and then she freezes up. Oh no, she lost it, didn't she? Sorry, I tried my best, okay? Pai exclaims in shock and looks down at her pocket. Unable to believe her eyes, she feels around inside. Her pockets, which had been stuffed to the brim just a short while ago, were grazed by bullets during the firefights. Oh, poor girl. Just now, all the collapsed crystals she worked so hard to collect have been scattered everywhere, leaving only a few pieces sparkling forlornly in her hand. How could this? My collapsed crystals. Faye? Faye clenches her fists in frustration, then grabs her head. It looks like she's struggling to keep control of her emotions. Oh no. After a while, she looks up with a bitter expression on her face. I'm sorry, Commander. It looks like your gifts will have to wait. Aw, cheer up. So you dropped all those collapsed crystals you collected. So what? Just pick them up again. I'll help you. What's important is that you met the commander again. Not some present. Yes. Seeing you here is what matters to me. I pat Faye's shoulder and try to console her. Faye has seemed on edge ever since we met. She hasn't said much, and what little she says comes out as nervous stuttering. What happened to her? I remember she was rather hot-tempered in Griffin, but not like this. Maybe I should ask her about it later when I get the chance. Thank you, Commander. I'm happy to be able to see you again, too. That's right. What are you doing here, Commander? It's a long story. You know about the troop, right? Someone caused trouble there last night, and Groza followed them to another Vertiger camp. Jungyu and I came over to help check it out, but not long after we met up, those guys went out for a walk. I see. And after this, you're going to... We'll be heading back to the campsite first. Groza's got a good picture of the situation here. I believe your teammates are looking forward to meeting you too. Once we return to the settlement, Jungyu practically flies into the troop campsite. Pixiv, Zhaohui, look who I found! Upon hearing Jungyu's voice, Diane looks up from where she's working by the stage. Hey! Diane approaches with quick steps, enfolding Faye and Jungyu in a hug. Aww. Zhaohui walks out of a nearby tent, having heard the commotion. Faye, what are you doing here? Zhaohui reflexively glances at me, and I raise my hands defensively. It really wasn't me this time. I just ran into Faye. Zhaohui then turns to Faye, walks over and punches Zhaohui's shoulder. Diane gave me the location. What the hell? So you can go off by yourself and nobody is allowed to follow? The previously happy mood in the air suddenly freezes over. Diane signs before walking over to the pair, taking a green-colored arm in one hand and a red-colored one in the other. There, don't get mad. We should be happy that Moonsoon's been reunited after so long. Yeah, that's right. Faye came over to help us out. In fact, he helped us beat up a bunch of Vertigers just now. Don't be so stiff, Zhaohui. Yes, Faye's skills were amazing. Also, do you have anything to say to Moonsoon Assembled? Alright. Zhaohui presses the spot between her brows in resignation. I was hoping that this brief period of independent action would be enough to spur your ladies into calmly considering our future. Clearly, that plan has failed. It just means that it was wrongdoing. It was the wrong thing to do. It's better to just be frank and speak up rather than having us all still in our rooms by ourselves being miserable. Isn't that right, Pixiv, Faye? For once I agree with Jungyu. Yes, I agree that face-to-face discussion is the best form of communication for Monsoon. Much like when you play a song, one must be on the scene to properly judge the audience's reaction. Zhaohui, while this was a private commission, you're still a part of Monsoon. Will you allow us to help you with this commission for the next few days? I mean, your business is Monsoon's business. Yeah, we'll help you out if Amida gives you another job next time. After seeing the sincerity in her teammates' expressions, the coldness on Zhaohui's face seems to have faded. Zhaohui looks them in the eye and nods. Alright. Let's go! We have Monsoon Squad reunited. Let's fucking go. Okay. Alright. Now, the only thing remaining to settle in this story is whatever happened to Zhaohui's and having her maybe warm up a little bit more towards the commander. Perhaps even to the idea of staying in the Elmo. That's the only thing remaining so far. Well, I guess that's the Vertigo matter too, but you know, the story focuses on character relationships, okay? The Vertigers is just a side dish, so to speak. Several days later, inside the troop campsite, Monsoon Squad and Groza intensified patrols outside the campsite for the following days. Despite the little upset during the test show, the attack we feared never came again, and the troop enjoyed a rare few days of peace. Oh, they are definitely coming back, and they are coming back with force, okay? We still have some bosses to fight. It's a relief that the troop has been otherwise unmolested, but I am hard-pressed to find a rationale for the Vertiger's actions. Could it be that the link between the Vertigers and the attackers from that night is purely a coincidence? Is it truly just two layabouts with nothing better to do except accepting a job from the underground? No. Perhaps I need to investigate further. There must have been something behind the scenes that I have missed. Once afternoon rehearsals for the troupe are over, I seek out Zhaohui. As she listens to my intentions for coming here, she puts down the prop she's checking and looks at me in puzzlement. So, you intend to investigate the Vertigers outside the camp? Right now? Yes, right now. You can tell something's wrong too, right? I turn to look outside the campsite. While things seem peaceful enough in the campsite, the settlement outside is nowhere as warm and welcoming as it was when we first came. In fact, it feels somewhat deserted. Our audience is gone. That's right. The troupe advertised the show heavily, so there ought to be more people here. However, it seems the Vertiger's activity nearby has forced people who were planning to watch the play to abandon their plans. Commander, do you think the change in the Vertiger's actions is linked to how we stopped the attack on the camp that day? I can't be sure, but we both know the Vertigers are mixed up in this. And besides, the Vertigers have been a scourge on the surrounding region, yet the settlements and the troop have been completely untouched. Doesn't make sense. I don't think it's because we revealed ourselves, and I don't think anyone would actually pay to invite those starving wolves here. Therefore, I need to head out there and on foot to figure out what's going on. Since it's very likely that Ida is involved, I will need the help of a Moonstone squad too. Understood. I can accompany you, Commander. Oh, me too, me too. Oh my god, sorry I skipped. I haven't gone out investigating with you in a long time, Commander. Zhangyu has appeared from seemingly nowhere and inserted herself between Zhaohui and me, followed closely by Diane and Faye, who turned up in front of me. Why didn't you just tell us you needed help, Commander? Yeah, Zhaohui would have monopolized the scouting mission with the Commander if I hadn't secretly followed you. As I see the looks of anticipation in their eyes, I can't help but chuckle. But eventually, I harden my heart and shake my head. The Vertigers are still roaming around here, out there. God, English. So, we need to leave someone behind to protect the campsite. Zhaohui and Zhangyu will follow me. Diane and Faye will stay behind and protect the campsite. Woohoo! What is that even supposed to mean? Understood. Faye and I will mind the campsites. But please be careful. Oh yeah, she means woohoo because she's happy that she's going to accompany us. Sorry. I'm a bit slow. As our jeep drives deeper into the wilderness, there is still no trace of the Vertigers. Zhangyu stares out of the back seat window for a long time. But she can't find anything. Bored, she begins tapping out a rhythm in the vehicle's frame. Zhangyu, mind your volume. Okay, fine. I'll stop for now. After being reminded by Zhaohui, Zhangyu sticks her tongue out and grumbles under her breath. Oh, she's such a brat, man. These burgers are such a pain. There's no sign of them anywhere. It's just a waste of your time, Commander. I can't believe we are spending our precious time off on those burgers. I'm so mad. After complaining, Zhangyu drapes herself over the back of my seat. Still, I'm glad I got to go out with you again on a mission, Commander. It feels just like the old days. In fact, I can't help but wonder how nice it would be if the troupe could just keep performing. Then Big Sis, Faye, and I could just ignore that crappy agreement and stay with you forever. Right, Commander? You know, guys, I'm starting to think maybe the CCP is not so bad after all. If they can make dolls like this, you know. Maybe the Chinese Communist Party isn't so bad after all. Maybe dolls are indeed a very effective method of public relations. I'm sorry, I'm joking, okay? I'm just joking, alright? Any CCP haters out there, please don't come out at me. I promise I'm not a spy spreading propaganda. The agreement. What? Actually, Kalling sent me a secret transmission about a month ago. When I was assisting 404, regarding new changes in the agreement. Oh, changes? Changes? What changes? What changes? Does it allow me to have more dolls? While quite a few dolls have already returned to the Almo through chance encounters, I was planning to maintain the status quo for a while longer to avoid the Almo becoming target once again. But after seeing the gloominess and the light on Jiangyu's face, and thinking about the pendant that Diane cherished so dearly, I find it hard to keep quiet. Perhaps I can't answer for the world, but at the very least, I can give them an answer. Commander is such a softie, isn't he? Right in the moment when they were deciding to go out on a mission to check out the Vertiger situation, he already said he had to harden his heart to leave at least 2 dolls behind to protect the campsite. And now he cannot help himself but open up to these girls after seeing Jiangyu smile. He's such a softie. He's such a softie, but it's good. It just shows how dearly he thinks of them, of the dolls, and how much they meant to him. Commander? Actually, you can do that right now. You don't have to worry about the agreement anymore. Jiangyu's jaw drops and her eyes go wide. I sign and then smile as gently as I can. Just last month, the non-military forces of the administration secretly lifted part of the agreement's restrictions for various reasons. That said, it was done in secret, so I didn't tell everyone because I didn't want to alarm certain people. Well, something tells me that Jiangyu is not going to be able to keep her mouth shut, Commander. I don't think that was a good tactical decision on your side, Commander. Also, I'm just a penniless bounty hunter right now. So, all I can do is wander the land doing jobs to make ends meet. It's a hard life. I don't care if you're wondering or not. I'm happy as long as I'm with you, Commander. It won't ever be a hardship for me. I'm sure Big Season 5 feel the same way too. Oh yeah, we'll go back and tell them the good news. I told you she was not going to be able to keep her mouth shut. I'm sure they will be really happy if they know they can follow you again. Really now? I chuckle, then turn to look at Zhaohui. However, I realize that she's staring intently through the windshield. Her face grins. Commander, Vertiger sighted ahead. Come on, Zhaohui, please. We are just 1/3 away from finish the event story. Please, Zhaohui, make me like you more to convince me to pull for you. Problem solved. Zhaohui, catch up quick. We can wrap things up and share the good news with our sister sooner. Don't rush. Take care of the enemies first. I definitely pulling for Jiangyu when she comes to Ian. Definitely, 100%. What can I do here? Perhaps to this guy. Thank you. Enter. Diane, I need to take advantage of the fact that you have awesome mobility. To this guy. Awesome. Yeah, stay there. Now, Miss Sharkry. I have pretty good range, but your mobility is not that impressive, sadly. Okay. And we are pretty much done. Like this, and thanks to Zhaohui and Jiang Yu's combined attack, the ambushing Vertigers are soon driven off. We wipe out the remaining enemies along the way, but don't see anyone else around us. In order to verify the Vertiger's tracks, we even pursue them all the way to the Vertiger camp we found earlier. However, the brightly lit campsite from that night is now completely deserted. It's as though these bandits were tipped off and vanished without a trace after shifting their area of activity. What's going on? Maybe they got scared by how we were spanking them over the past few days and ran off. No. Judging by the state of the camp, this was an organized withdrawal. So we've missed them again. Let's over to the other camp that Groza found out. We soon arrive at the other camp. However, the situation there is the same as before. Hey, where did everyone go? When I came here with Groza and the commander just a few days ago, there were Vertigers patrolling around the area. Indeed. If they pack up and left in just a few days, and where did they go? I lean against the window and rub my forehead as I feel a headache coming on. Is there really nothing wrong with those Vertigers? In the past, exterminating Vertigers was not a difficult task. However, they seem to have become more cunning over the past 6 months. Their behavior we saw during this request reflects that. They have multiple temporary bases. They actively send out people to take underground market requests, and they can even conduct organized group withdrawals. There will be an immense level of organizing. The amount of resources too that would demand to keep hiring these people. Can't be paired bills. At least not when it comes to... I don't know. A vague feeling that there is something wrong about all this churns in my mind. It's almost as though someone is directing these crude bandits from the shadows. Unfortunately, I have no clues or proof regarding them at the moment. Aw, don't be so down, Commander. Since... my god, the past... Since they are gone, the troop and the settlements will be safe. You should be happy, Commander. It's good for Ida, yes, but it seems the bounty that the Commander will receive for investigating the Vertigers is going to be much smaller than expected. Please don't say that. Zhaohui, please don't say that to me. You don't hold back at all, do you? See, it hurts, Zhaohui. Please stop. You're right. I'm sorry, Commander. I didn't think about that. Still, there's no need to worry. Now that the agreement's been loosened, Moonson will help you out with missions as long as we get to stay on the Almo. In short, you won't have to worry about starving with us around. Is that so? I'm looking forward to that. Me too. There's all sorts of fun stuff on the Almo, and a lot of old friends. Well, not just the guys from Griffin, but lots of new friends too. We will be able to make new friends too, right? Jungyu tightens her grip on the steering wheel, and her eyes sparkle as she fantasizes about what the future holds. Zhaohui says nothing, only listening quietly. Man, I want to head back to the campsite right now and see the look of Big Sis and Faye's faces when I tell them the agreement's been loosened up. Hold on tight, Commander. I put the pedal to the metal. Jungyu mutters about the agreement to herself as she speeds all the way back. Soon, the jeep lurches to a halt. We're at the campsite. We are at the campsite. Commander, we have arrived. Jungyu eagerly dismounts and runs up to the nearby Diane and Faye. The flurry of wild gesticulation that follows tells me, even without hearing her words, that she's informing them about the agreement. Sure enough, Diane and Faye run up to me a moment later. Commander, is what Jungyu said really true? Is the agreement annulled? I nod. Strictly speaking, it was because the terms we have been loose. Oh my god, I cannot read. Wake up. Almost there. Strictly speaking, it was because the terms have been loosened that, after the previous assistance to 404 concluded, you're allowed to stay on the Almo. So, if you don't mind following me on my wanderings, you can come back to the Almo and stay with me permanently after the contract is finished. That's wonderful. I've been looking forward to the day when I could officially join the Almo. To the day when I could return to your side for good, Commander. I wonder what Zhaohui is feeling right now hearing all of this. Diane strokes the pendants on her wrist. Me too. I will follow you anywhere, Commander. Doesn't matter where you go, Moonstone Squad was always about traveling, after all. Alright. Since you are willing, I have no reason to refuse you. However, it seems your leader still hasn't chimed in yet. I look towards Zhaohui. She's been keeping her distance ever since she got down from the vehicle. Jungyu and the others all look expectantly towards her, expecting Zhaohui to respond with a smile. Diane's expression is colored further with mild concern and worry. I don't think it's going to be that easy. As expected, Zhaohui simply toys with the knife she's holding, her expression as cool and even as ever. We haven't reached the deadline for the suggestion yet. So my answer is the same as before. But why? But why, Zhaohui? Just why? So, you want me to join the Elmo? I will need to consider it, but I will not stop you. Oh! Huh? What's there to consider? The commander is super reliable, you know. You don't need to overthink this, Zhaohui. You know, I've always been waiting for this to happen. The air turns chilly. Diane steps forward and carefully ventures a question. This is it. This is it. This is the moment. There we go. Finally. Finally. I never asked before, but is there some reason that you are reluctant to join us, Zhaohui? Zhaohui doesn't answer. She simply continues rubbing the handle of her knife. Oh, fucking damn it, Zhaohui. Upon seeing Zhaohui's reaction, I sighed inside. I probably won't be able to get the answer out of her today. Oh, fucking damn it. After patting the others on the shoulder, I chuckled quietly. Well, if she needs to think about it, then we don't have to press her for an answer today. The troupe will be performing for a while. We can always decide once the contract is done. Why though? Zhaohui, why you're so difficult? Alright, Zhaohui. Alright, Zhaohui. 3 more stages. You have 3 more stages to state your reason for it. Please, I want to like you, Zhaohui. Please. ZA17. The curtain rises. The show begins after a grand opening. The week-long schedule of shows is slowly winding down. During this time, the Vertigers are still active in the wilderness. But they don't harass the troop again. The attack Ida feared does not take place, and the troop's performance receives glowing reviews. On the night before the final performance, the troop's campsite is brightly lit, and the members of the troop are gathered in the heart of the campsite, nervously preparing for their last show. When daybreak comes, I shall go with Ida, mind your blocking. Sorry about that. Let's do it over. When daybreak comes, I shall go with the winds, onwards to a kingdom on the faraway clouds. Ida, your delivery just now was too stiff. Sorry. After the second reminder, Ida stumbles a little as she gets to her feet. Even the most clueless actor would be able to tell that right now, she's not in the right state of mind for the rehearsal. Why don't? She said that Barry's parents are indeed not going to show up to see the performance. The director signs and pats Ida on her shoulder. Relax. If you're not feeling well, then go rest up a little. We'll go over the other portions first. Thank you. Ida nods to the director in gratitude and slinks away from the stage. Zhaohui rises from her seat in the audience and silently follows her. Miss Ida. Oh my god. When humans are bothered by something, do they feel better when they talk to holes in the trees? So, if there's something bothering you, why not try telling me about it? If nothing else, my color scheme is about 70% similar to a tree hole. I figure I ought to be able to provide 70% of the functionality of one. It's a weird way to put it, but okay. Ida freezes up, then carefully looks Zhaohui up and down before bursting into laughter. Zhaohui, is this how you always comfort your friends? Not always, but right now, it seems to be working. Thank you. I do feel a little better now. Upon seeing that the sadness in Ida's eyes has abated a little, Zhaohui walks over to Ida's side. Are you feeling anxious about tomorrow's show? Yes. I believe Fairy's parents won't give up that easily. Miss Ida, I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but as an actor, your sole duty is to deliver your performance. I hit the mic accidentally, sorry. Ensuring that the show is safe is Moonsun Squad's duty. Got it. Thank you, Miss Zhaohui. I'm sorry for subjecting you to that terrible performance just now. No matter what happens tomorrow, I will perk myself up and properly prepare for it. Ida smiles and nods to Zhaohui, then turns to head back to the stage. Zhaohui watches Ida leave, noting the extra spring in her step, and then she returns to the audience seats. After the rehearsal, in a corner of the camp. Having confirmed that her various tasks and preparations are complete, Zhaohui is about to head back to rest when she suddenly feels a weight on her shoulder. Ambush successful. Pixiv, Faye, come quickly. Having managed to grab Zhaohui's shoulder, Youngyu excitedly waves the others over. Soon, Diane and Faye have arrived, flanking Zhaohui. Faced with their ambush, Zhaohui raises her hand in resignation. I don't recall a pre-show celebration on the cards. No, it's not really a celebration. We just have a few questions for you. Faye rubs her head, and her expression turned furious. That is to say, what do you think of the commander? Yeah. We were all in a rush when we came to help the commander out, so you probably didn't have much of a chance to talk to him. But now, It's just us, Moonsun Squad, and the commander. Plus, we have been with him for so long already. Surely you must have made up your mind about him by now, right? The last show is tomorrow. Zhaohui, no matter what you're planning to do, won't you sit down and talk things through with us before making your final decision? Yeah, I hate how you just up and left Yama without saying anything. I'm sorry. I was planning to make my decision after the commission was complete, and I could discuss things with the commander. Didn't think that I would cause so much trouble for everyone. Aww, who says you're troubling us? Zhaohui, you're always so decisive, and whatever most of the time. Why are you all hesitant now? We have known each other for so long, so you can just tell us if you got anything on your mind. Zhaohui, you can tell us directly if you have any doubts or questions about the Yaomu. After all, Moonsun's been through a lot over the past few years. We have faced it all together, haven't we? Yeah, in the past, you were always the one to come up with a plan when we run into trouble. Now you got trouble, so you should tell us about it. We are a team after all. Thank you. I'll be frank then. It is true. I have some reservations about joining the Elmo. However, they are not related to the Elmo or Moonsun, but rather my past. Okay, let's go. Let's go. The scars. Tell us about the scars. Zhaohui looks down at the scars on her hand. Alright, let's go. Finally! Jesus. It took so long for us to get to this point. A moment later, she looks up at Diane. I want my choice to be meaningful, so I'm sorry, but I can't give an answer right now. God damn it. When you think she's going to give an answer, right? She's going to open up, she's going to be direct. No. She pulls one of these and starts to be all evasive and everything. Give ambiguous answers, avoiding the topic. Evading giving an answer. I mean, maybe it really matters to her, right? So it's not something she's going to share with anyone. Or maybe, if she's worried how her past will affect the Elmo and Moonsun, maybe she's just hesitant in sharing the information with Moonsun for their sake. It could be that too. God damn it, Zhaohui. Diane steps forward and gently grasps Zhaohui's hand. Press her, right now, interrogate her, Diane. Don't let her escape. It's alright, Zhaohui. We didn't approach you tonight to ask you to do anything. She's too nice. No. Stop letting her to avoid the topic. No. God damn it, Diane, why you had to be so nice. We just wanted to tell you that you have always been a great leader for all these years. Yeah, you might have it out for me, but you're actually pretty trustworthy as a squad leader. Moonsun might not even be here if it wasn't for your ideas. Yes, I agree. I wouldn't follow orders just from anyone. So, we truly hope that we can continue traveling with you. I hope so too. And I will also seriously consider the matter for our future. After noting that Moonson Squad is almost done talking, I head over and knock lightly on a nearby tent pole. Sorry to interrupt, but I would like to talk about the campsite's defensive posture for tomorrow. What do you have in mind, Commander? I believe the Vertigers have not given up on the big fish that this troop represents. Those two attacks on Ida weren't coincidence, merely probed. Testing the waters, huh? Zhaohui nods in agreement. Yes, they were using them to determine how well the troop was protected. Indeed. While the mental image of a disciplined Vertiger might sound strange, if they were really planning on making a big haul, they would probably hold back until the tour was over and the troop's temporary guards were gone. I don't want anything to happen to the troop after we leave. Rather than leave those Vertigers free to threaten others, I'd rather look for a chance to put an end to the matter once and for all. Was this why you kept sending Miss Groza out after the Vertigers over the past few days? And here I thought you were going to mind your own business. Come on, there's only have collapsed pieces on the mind. And besides, I also want to... Oh boy. Oh boy. I think the Vertigers were faster than us, Commander. A series of gunshots and explosions outside the campsite interrupts my words and shatters the silence of the night. Run! Run! It's the Vertigers! The Vertigers are here! So they came after all. Ladies, prepare for a fight. Oh, they have vehicles with them. Man, I wish I had all three of them. Actually, I wish I had all the Moonson Squad with me right now. God damn it. But no, they are not available for now in the game yet. Let's eliminate the remaining enemies. Okay. So we start with that plane like this. And then we can go to Zhaohui and kill this guy. And here. And now Sharkry, you can't do shit. Oh, wait. No, never mind, you can't do shit. Oh well. Oh, no, actually you can do something. As I said before, amazing range. Okay, now from here to this guy. Alright, and turn. And we are done. How nice is that? The Vertigers who attacked the settlement are swiftly beaten back by Moonson Squad and Groza's combined, efforts. However, the campsite was caught in the crossfire, and much of the intricate backdrop and stage is destroyed. Anything even remotely valuable in the backstage area has vanished. God damn it. The campsite is in an uproar. The troop manager is frantically shuttling between the stage, the admin tent and the costume racks, totaling up the losses while Monsoon Squad and I help her out. Just then, an actor runs over. Manager, it's bad. Ida's gone. Oh, for God's sake. Of course. A distraction. Huh? Tell me. Be clear about it. What happened? The cast was doing a head count just now and we couldn't find Ida. After that, someone mentioned that they think they saw several Vertigers going after Ida when the campsite was being attacked. And also, someone was guiding the Vertigers. I think it was the people who came to cause trouble for us earlier. Wait a minute. Are you saying the troublemakers from earlier were inside men for the Vertigers and that the fairies aren't hired the Vertigers to attack the troop? Just laying everything out for us to understand the situation, huh? Writers? Laying out like that in case there are some dumb people that don't understand what's happening. I see what you're doing. I can't say I agree with it, but I understand why it's there. I think you could have handled it a little bit better. No, I don't think so. When you consider how Ferris died, there's no way her family would hire the Vertigers. The underground markets are chaotic and hard to manage. It's more likely that the commission to cause trouble here was coincidentally taken by the Vertigers. The Vertigers needed an inside man. We're going to the explanation part of the story right now. That's right. The tour was heavily publicized, so the Vertigers have probably had their eyes on the troop for some time now. The commission put out by Ferry's family gave them the perfect excuse to sneak around the campsite without arousing our suspicion. Would the Vertigers actually do that? Don't they only know how to have their guns around? How to wave their guns around? That would normally be the case. But it seems like the Vertigers have grown a brain over the past few months. Commissions involving them have gotten harder and harder to complete as a result. While they are still fairly amateurish in actual combat, their ability to strategize does seem to have evolved a little. I love how we talk about these guys as if they are some type of animal, you know? During all this time, like, it's impressive that it is indeed very impressive and weird that these guys that resemble humans are able of thoughts and organize themselves in a strategic manner. I love how we treat the Vertigers as if like they are less than people. It's just so... I don't know. Damn it. Then what should we do now? A sudden ringtone from a comm terminal interrupts the manager's words. The manager frowns and picks up. We instantly hear a girl's scream from the other side of the connection. And we have a hostage situation. Yippee! Yippee, I love hostages. It lasts only a second and then the girl's voice cuts off. replaced by a short-tempered voice. Hear that? Your lead actress is in my hands. Bring her ransom by tomorrow. I'm warning you now. Don't try any fancy shit with me or the chick dies. Okay, alright dude, but like, bring the ransom to where? You forgot the little detail there. Where are we supposed to bring the ransom? Where are we supposed to bring her? The ransom of her? I don't know. You don't say anything. Well, maybe we already know considering how much information we have tried to get out of these guys. With the Groza scouts missions and everything. The call cuts off, and the campsite instantly goes silent. But soon, a cacophony of voices erupts from all around, and panic swallows the entire troop. That was Ida's voice. The Vertiger kidnapped The Vertigers kidnapped Ida. Director, manager, what should we do? Can we really trust the Vertigers? What if... Amidst the clamor, the theater manager walks over to me, a look of utter helplessness in her eyes. I tightly squeezes my hand. Please, save Ida. Ida. We will try to get the ransom together, but we can't let anything happen to Ida again. Alright, calm down. No matter what. Before I can finish, Zhaohui has already walked up to us. Oh. Commander. Sorry, wrong voice. Commander, allow me to handle the rescue. I've seen enough kidnappings to last me a lifetime. Those scum only know how to bully the weak and torment others. I don't know how people live in the contamination zones, but stepping in when I see injustice being done is how I live. I know that I have seen it happen. There is no way I can turn a blind eye. And now that I have seen it happen, oh my god, I'm getting tired. It's not even 2 hours. Or is it? We have not even reached the 2 hours mark. My god, I shouldn't be this tired right now. Is it because I slept too little last night? God damn it. I know that, but please wait a moment. Zhaohui's eyes narrow as I stop her. Don't get me wrong, Zhaohui. Calm down and listen to me. I massage the space between my eyes as I take in her guarded attitude and suspicions. Looks like she's really misunderstood me. Then I shake my head and look her in the eye. Zhaohui, I feel the same way as you. There's no way I would simply stand aside after seeing something like that has nothing to do with being a bounty hunter. That said, stopping you comes from my experience as a bounty hunter. I believe there is a better solution to this matter. ZA18. Continue. Inside a darkened corner of a Vertiger warehouse, I secretly slip a thin razor blade out from between my layers of clothing. I remember the calm look on Zhaohui's face as she slipped it into my sleeve. I've carried this blade with me all this time just for situations like this, when I am trapped among the enemy. Since you're willing to take the risk, Commander, I'll give you this blade. The blade is sharp, so be careful not to cut your fingers when you retrieve it. I feel for the blades and take advantage of the fact that there is nobody there to cut the ropes binding me. Oh, you let yourself be captured. Soon, the ropes fall apart behind me, and I work my shoulders to free myself. As I tuck the little razor blade back into my thick sleeve, it nicks my fingertip, and coldness oozes from the point of contact. God damn it, Commander. Really sharp. Dark moments from Commander. I ignore the pain in my finger and fish out the micro-communicator in my collar before calling Zhaohui. There is hardly any delay before the calls goes through. The plan was successful. I am inside the Vertiger's warehouse. So your definition of success is pretending to be defeated and captured so they can throw you into their warehouse while pressed up like a turkey? Hey, it beats mindlessly charging in. This place seems slightly guarded, and their rope work is sloppy. Looks like these Vertigers aren't very experienced. Oh, yeah, your knife was really useful too. As long as you're safe. Have you found Ida yet? Yup. Ida's in another corner. I think she's fainted. I will go wake her up now. Wait for my signal. How are you and Jiangyu? Ready to move in your signal, Commander. Alright. I hang up and quietly approach the corner where Ida is laying. Ida's face is pale as she lies on the cold ground. Her hands are tied behind her, and her tired body is curled up into a ball. I bend down and start cutting the bones. Then I pat her shoulder before calling her name. Ida. Wake up. After a while of this, Ida weakly opens her eyes. Upon seeing me, she grabs hold of my sleeve. Her eyes go wide and fill with tears. It's me. It's them. Zhaohui, Diane, and Jiangyu hide behind a pile of rocks, keeping a watchful eye on the nearby Vertiger encampment. Sound of merriment and occasional laugh come from within. It seems they are celebrating their recent victory. Jiangyu pouts in annoyance as she crouches by the rock pile, bored out of her mind. I'm so bored. Why hasn't the commander given the signal yet? Be patient. Weren't you about to butt heads with the commander yesterday? Why are you willing to listen to him all of a sudden? That was then. This is now. Zhaohui's eyes do not leave the Vertiger campsite, even as she delivers her flat reply. I get it now. You're realizing how trustworthy the commander is, haven't you? Zhaohui remains silent, but then a command suddenly comes over the comms channel. Zhaohui, go. Acknowledged. Let's go, let's go. Killing people, killing people. I love killing workers. We have infiltrated the camp and are poised to initiate an attack. What's the situation over there with the boss? Everything is currently going smoothly. Let's begin as planned. Understood. Jangyu, Dayan, initiate the attack. Alright, let's get started. No, not good, not good, not good. How about this? This one sucks too. I do... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Throw the bomb. Boom. Now. Shoot this guy. Goes all the way over here. Kill this guy. And turn. Kill this thing. Ouch. Oh no. I didn't notice that guy over there, but it's not a problem. Because they are too weak. And just like that. After sending the transmission to Zhaohui, I instruct Ida to hide in a corner. I'm sure Ida is well hidden, and take cover behind a nearby heap of junk. My gun ready in case we are attacked from the outside. Soon, gunshots fill the air outside the warehouse. The gunfire draws closer. Someone kicks the main door and a familiar form rushes in. Commander, Ida. We are here. Zhaohui swiftly rushes over to our side, then nods to us. Jangyu and Dayan are covering us outside. Come with me. There's a side path that we can use to leave their encampment. No, we can't leave now. At least not like this. And what's the reason for that? Very spirits are here, aren't they? They are here, aren't they? I took a commission from Ida. Zhaohui raises an eyebrow. Come on, wait, Zhaohui, wait. We can explain. Time is tight. I will cut to the chase. Just now, Ida told me that she recognized these vertigers. Yes, I did. Miss Zhaohui, I have seen them before. Ida's eyes suddenly fill with anger as she tightens her grip on Zhaohui's arm. Her voice is trembling. Oh, these are the same vertigers that killed fairies, aren't they? Oh. Last night, when I was brought here, I saw their leader, the vertigers' leader. Their leader he was wearing a necklace. I remember. The necklace was a birthday gift from her family. Paris cherished it dearly, and she would wear it everywhere. That's why I'm certain of it. He was the one who led the vertigo that attacked me and Paris. He was the one who led the vertigo that attacked me and Paris. Alright. And so, Ida made a request of me. He wants me to wipe out these vertigers to avenge Ferris. Oh, Cockney would love to be here. Oh, damn, she would love to be here so much. I accept it. And now, Zhaohui, you have a choice. Are you willing to join me in clearing this nest of burglars? Of course, it's going to be more dangerous than just escorting Ida out of here. For the first time, there is an almost imperceptible smile on Zhaohui's face. Yes, yes, murder! She likes murder, let's go! It would be my pleasure. Ah, god damn it, it hurts that coffee isn't here. Last stage. Let's go. Ah, my throat's starting to feel it. Give me a moment. And there goes my water. Oh, so it's your old scrap metal causing havoc in my camp? Bro, everyone, get in there. Knock this guy head off for me. Yeah, whatever you say, dude. Zhaohui, keep a tight watch on them, and don't let even one of these scrubs escape. Ah, understood. Murder, 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 murder. Killing people is so nice. Let me see. Not a whole lot of them, to be honest. Oh well. No, actually, okay, how about this? God damn it. Bruh, why? Why like that? Fine, I lose the grenade, whatever. There we go. Now, fast as fuck, Chinese woman dying. She has so much movement, it's ridiculous. Yohi. To this guy. Awesome. Can I one-shot this guy? Let me try. Ah, no, I can't. God damn it. And we're done. Zhaohui and I coordinate with each other and corner the Vertiger leader. What should we do now? There are no police stations in the contamination zones. Murder, murder, murder. We do it the bounty hunter way. Either you hold your peace forever, or you leave no regrets behind. Though, when it comes to scum like that, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I spared him. See what I mean? They don't even talk about Vertigers as if they are human. Bang. A single gunshot fills the air, and the bulky man wearing a necklace slumps against the wall. Contract closed. I recover the necklace from the man and indicates to Zhaohui. that we should leave. Zhaohui seems a little pleased with herself right now. Let's go. I turn and head out of the encampment. It's time we returned this to Ida. 2 days after the Verdigers were eliminated. The Thalia troops' campsite is abuzz with activity. Tonight, Daybreak's oath will be performed in this settlement for the last time. Night has just fallen, and the temporary sitting is packed with audience members who have come here from nearby settlements. As the show progresses, the sound of applause or sniffling come from the seat. And when the final scene arrives, all eyes are on the girl in the center stage, who is illuminated by the spotlight. Man, this is so beautiful. It doesn't even look like we just committed a massacre just 2 days ago. It truly is wonderful. I'm sorry, my very best friend. Please forgive me for bidding you farewell. For last night, I received word from the goddess of dawn. She told me when daybreak comes, I shall go with the wind, onwards to a kingdom on the faraway clouds. But, my dear, beloved friend, do not be saddened by this parting. For you know that it has always been my wish to become the faint ray of light that illuminates the dark night. As she recites her lines, a twinkle of light blossoms in her hand. She holds up this radiant mote and descends from the stage into the audience seat, until finally she arrives before a man and a woman. Oh, they came here. And from now on, so long as you see the sky at dawn, remember that ray of daybreak and know that I wish you well. Let this necklace be the proof of our pact. No matter where you may be, so long as you need it, it shall become as the daybreak and defend you. And with that, Ida gently lifts her hands and deposits Fairy's necklace into the couple's hands. Then, Ida bows deeply to the two of them. I am sorry. I am so sorry. Zhaohui and I watch the end of the show from an unobtrusive corner of the audience. After seeing Ida finally embrace Fairy's parents, even Zhaohui's cool expression seems to have softened it a little. A good ending, don't you think? It is good that the misunderstanding could be resolved. It was also good that you were willing to testify about the evil deeds of the Verdigers. Otherwise, Fairy's parents would have found the tale hard to believe. So, does that mean our misunderstanding has also been resolved? Can you tell me about your reluctance to join us? Please, Zhaohui, please! Zhaohui is silent for a while, and then she nods. Alright, okay. Here we go. Before joining Monsoon Squad, I was used to traveling alone and dealing with any dangers I encountered by myself. But after becoming part of Monsoon Squad, Diane, Jungyu, and Faye became my friends. We traveled together with the same wish in our hearts, just like Ida and Ferris. I once thought Monsoon would keep traveling like this forever. While everyone kept talking about fighting their commander, we were still limited by that agreement. So I believed the day when they would do so was still far off. Thus, I did not think much about what would happen once the agreement ended, or what I would do. So when I realized that there really was a chance from them to go to the Almo, I hesitated. If everyone else in the band chose to return to the Almo, then what about me? Zhaohui pauses for a moment. She runs her fingers over her knife and then looks at me. The members of the Monsoon often told me about you and your shared past. So before I make my decision, I would like to know, what made you walk this path of self-exile? Well, that is a bit complicated, you see. Zhaohui. To my knowledge, you were not compelled to become a wandering bounty hunter. Oh, me? I look up at the sky. Too many scenes from the past flash before my eyes. Yeah. What exactly was it that made me choose my present course? I think of the flames from that explosion and that one-sided farewell. In order to give all of that some sort of meaning, I finally chose to assign the agreement. Much as I loathed its terms and the fact that I had done so. As my emotions fly into disarray, I shake my head, and my gaze settles on the nearby stage. Perhaps it was for these people, Paris, Ida, and the audience members watching the play, just like you. Perhaps I could have chosen a better paying way of life, but if I had, I would always be taking and carrying out orders. By boarding the Almo, perhaps I could follow my heart and help the people who needed saving. But then again, maybe I just did it for myself. So, I'm sorry. I cannot answer your question because I still haven't accomplished anything yet. And that's what you wanted to hear, Zhaohui? Zhaohui remains silent, and the night shrouds that poker face of hers. She looks down at the scars on her hands, and there is a vague sense of confusion in her eyes. Once, I simply did as I was told, never questioning the rightness of my actions or the lack thereof. After that, I learned that I could choose for myself. I could choose for myself. And so, you chose Monsoon. Not just Monsoon. When I joined Monsoon, I also chose the future I wanted. So, What kind of future will you choose now? Oh. Zhaohui looks up. She stares into my eyes, and the confusion from before is not gone. Commander, I am not like Diane and the others. I have not experienced the days of fighting by your side in Griffin. That's why I cannot immediately decide to board the Elmo and follow you. But of course, I'd like all those who join the Elmo to do so of their own free will. However, this commission has allowed me to get the measure of your character, and since my friends in Moonstone Squad trust you completely, I think I can try to trust you too, Commander. In the past, I chose to travel with Moonstone Squad. Now, I think I can choose a future of traveling with the Elmo. Surely, a journey with you should be a pretty good one. Am I wrong? And with that, Zhaohui watches me quietly. Well, in terms of doing good and stopping evil, it ought to be pretty good. Commander, you're such a fucking chuny. Upon hearing my answer, Zhaohui smiles, the barely visible smile again. Then, from now on, the tactical doll Zhaohui shall join the Elmo. Here's to jolly cooperation, Commander. Praise the sun. Sorry, I could not contain myself hearing jolly cooperation. It is late at night, and the bustling crowds have receded. The actors have cleared away their costumes and props and are now taking a break, leaving the campsite silent at last. Just as I am about to return to my tent, I hear a familiar and gentle voice from behind. Rosa? Maybe Diane? Diane? Commander, do you have a moment? Diane? What are you doing here? Is something the matter? I came to return you this. Diane smiles as she approaches me. Then she extends a hand to me, revealing the intricate pendant in her palm. The thunderbolt-shaped symbol on the pendant gleams in the night. That's... My thoughts return to a time several years ago. It was before I was officially reunited with Diane. A certain request had led me to the Elmo traveling near the Green Zone. There, I received Diane's signal. A blue ribbon brought back by Groza after she returned from a mission in a satellite city. Without news, without a message, we were separated by just a purification zone. These were the limitations imposed by the agreement, and also a sign of Diane's care and concern. At Groza's suggestion, I had her pass Diane the pendant. Sorry. This was the keepsake that you had Miss Groza give me. I still remember the words she told me that day. Bathed in lightning and rain, waiting silently amidst the storm, the blue-white flash shall one day be seen. That's the origin of the name Elmo, and also the promise you made with me, is it not, Commander? I carried this pendant with me during our time apart. It got me through the countless lonely days when my thoughts were of you and gave me the strength to keep moving forward. Thanks to its existence, I always believed that one day I would be reunited with you, Commander. You're right. The rain and the storm have passed. Welcome back to the Almo, Diane. I look towards Diane, but just as I am about to retrieve the pendant, she suddenly pulls her hand back. She holds it in her palm, looking tenderly upon it, as though she were caressing it with her gaze. Commander, the truth is, I have a request to make of you. Though we are now reunited, I have always etched the meaning of this pendant into my heart. If I might, could I continue to hold onto it? I will always cherish the spirit in which it was given. Still holding the pendant, Diane gazes into my eyes, her face flushing, a faint pink. Of course. Shortly afterwards, in the Almo, several dolls who have traveled far from afar are now gathered at the foot of the massive vehicle. The twin-tailed girl tugs on the hands of the blue-clothed girl, hopping around excitedly in front of the Almo. I am so happy, Vixis! We have returned to the Almo again. Oh, yes, I didn't expect we would be able to come back, and now our dear leader Zhaohui has returned with us. Yep, Monsoon's back together again. Is this really alright? The agreement... Relax. The commander said that our friend in the non-military forces administration, namely Miss Kalina, will help us take care of it. We won't have to worry about the paperwork. So, let's enjoy our reunion with the commander. Wow, is that the commander coming out? I'm feeling so nervous all of a sudden. Well, that's unusual. To think that they would come when Monsoon's best drummer is blushing. What, Zhaohui? You're still making fun of me at a time like this? I was simply trying to add to the mood, and an opportunity presented itself. But I guess it worked pretty well, no? With a wow, Jungyu runs the Almo, and Diane follows in resignation. Pei strides into the Almo too. Zhaohui walks at the back of the group at a leisurely pace. What does the future hold for Monsoon's squad? Zhaohui looks up at the person on the Almo who's waiting for them. Perhaps he will give her the answer. Let's fucking go! What did I say? What did I say? This is a story about relationships, about the characters. All the murder that happened towards the Vertigers, all the The guy that we shot in the head, just a side note. It's just a side note. Who cares? They are not even human. They are not even human. And honestly, it's quite impressive that they are able to formulate thoughts. Those animals. That was a nice event. That was a cute little nice event. Now, did that convince me to pull for Zhaohui? I really hope I get her before the pity. Please. Please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. God fucking damn it. I don't like this. I don't think that's it either. My funds for Perry, man. And Springfield. 55, huh? Damn it, God fucking. This is not it either. I hate gacha. Whose idea was to make a gacha system in this game? Fucking. Hello, girls. Oh man, please, please, fuck me. Not this one either. Please. Please. Okay, alright, okay. Zhaohui. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See, that easy. Actually, I love gacha games. Whoever invented gacha games is an amazing person, you know? Like, it's just so good. It's just... Gacha games is a blessing to the world, actually, you know? Let's go. Litara? Yes, this is Litara. For a moment I thought it would be Loda, but no. This is definitely Litara. She's also cute. I don't think I'm gonna try to pull for her weapon. I'm sorry. I don't... 25k, man. 25k. I need something close to 30k to be able to guarantee it all. And I definitely want Springfield. So I guess I'll have to stop here. Well. That's it. It's a little event. Not so short. Not short like Zhaohui, but a nice event. The next one will be arriving, what, 4 days, I think? Maybe I can stream it next week. Talking about streams tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to even stream tomorrow. And if I do, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to stream. I think either Wua again or Reverse Collapse are the strongest contestants. Oh, there's Arc Knight too, but Arc Knight is such a long story. I'll have to divide in more than just 2 streams. Which means that I would have to stream on Wednesday too. And I have classes at night during Wednesday. I'll see. I'll decide. Now then. With everything said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.